What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another day in Car Mechanic Simulator 2021 with me, the Virtual Mechanic, and today's project, this is our RTR Mustang VM Twin Turbo, looking a bit sorry for itself at the moment, but it will definitely look better as we get on through today. Now, the Racers competition has come to an end. This was my Racer builds. You guys were giving me a score out of 10. Please continue to do so if you haven't already. But more importantly, we will be taking scores out of 10 for this one as well, because this is another one of my show car builds that I did while I was away, but I'm now going to redo it for you today so I can get it on camera with a bit of audio and make it look as cool as we possibly can. It has already come out. It might look a little bit different today than it did to the one that you may have already seen pictures of. So there we go. Also, to the end of the Racers competition, a huge congratulations to S1 with this beautiful Tomago 2000 Underground Rice, he called it, and it literally could have been taken straight from a Fast and Furious movie. It is absolutely fantastic. Well done, S1. What a beautiful racer. I don't even think that terminology should go together, but you know what I mean. Good job. It looks like it fits the category perfectly. I like it. I think it looks fantastic. In my honest opinion, it looks absolutely beautiful. But I guess to some people, that's what a racer is. It will look beautiful to some and horrible to the others. Same as my Aston Martin did. Some of you absolutely love this, and some of you not so much, which makes sense. I did think that when I was building it. But anyway, back to the RTR Mustang VM Twin Turbo. Let's get in and take a look. There she is, the Ford Mustang RTR Unicorn. Although this one isn't the Unicorn. This is the VM Twin Turbo. I did fix the issue that was happening with this. I can't remember what it was. GUI shed, I think it said. I didn't put a capital letter on it. So that does affect the config. Make sure you do put a capital letter when you're adding can be found at. And shed and barn are the same. I put shed on mine with a capital S and it translates to barn. So that makes sense. That's all fine. Now fixed. If you have already downloaded this config yourself, my members, do go into the config file and just look for the word shed. It should be in the very top section somewhere, and it will just need a capital S. That's all it needs, and it will fix that issue. I don't know if it was actually causing any game-breaking issues or anything like that, but just so it looks better down here. Anyway, let's crack on. The engine in this one is the double overhead cam Voodoo engine by Dead Bob, added in to TK Aftermarket. So if you haven't got TK Aftermarket, you should get it, because this engine is included. 793 horsepower as it stands. We will obviously be tuning and modifying it, adding performance parts and making this one as fast and as wild as we can, as per usual. I'm sure you're all looking forward to that. Also, we're not going to be racing it, but if it comes into the top 5, it may get raced some point in the near future. But I do need a score out of 10 so we can get this one onto the show car board. Did I get a good deal for this beast? No, of course not. 81,355 is what I paid, and I could currently sell it for 71,496, losing out on almost 10,000, 9,859. Now, obviously, we're not selling this car, so the costs are irrelevant. I don't care because I want to keep it, but it would be nice if it was definitely worth a profit by the time we come to the end of this one today. So there we go. Here's the project. There are bonus parts on this one all over it. And as you might have sort of caught a glimpse, there's plenty of custom pipe work going on inside this engine bay. What I'm going to do is I'm going to sell the bonus parts that came fitted with it now and not include that in my finances and buy all the bonus parts later on. So the costs all make sense at the end, as if we had to buy all the bonus parts brand new. I have them so they're fitted when you buy it. Doesn't matter what condition you buy the car in, they're already fitted, just so I can get them all and know I've got them all right. Take them off, sell them, and then we'll buy them again for the cost exercise at the end. So this is what we're going to be working on. I think it's absolutely beautiful. It's going to be fantastic. I love the look and style of this car. Always have done, always will do. And now it's going to have a custom twin turbo setup instead of the engine cover twin turbo setup that you normally have. But there we go. This is the project. Let's get it started. Let's get into the car wash. Let's get it all cleaned up. Let's get this beast all clean then and ready to go. What color is it going to be under the dust and the grime? I do have a custom livery for this one, which I'm hoping you guys are going to think is fantastic. And it certainly won't be staying like this, although I do like this livery. Not necessarily in this color. I didn't even realize you could do it in this color. The ghosted on the white. I don't know, it looks weird. I kind of like it though, but definitely not what we're sticking with. We have a custom livery to go for this one. So let's get the interior cleaned, get this beast back on the lifter, get that Voodoo engine ripped out of there, get everything else stripped down. She's all clean and in the air. Is there an oil pan? There definitely is, so we're going to need to drain that one out. So let's go and grab our oil drain and get going. Down you come. That's not bad. That's quite clean and quite a lot of it. Well looked after Mustang. You don't see that very often, but there we go. So now let's jump in underside and see what we've got to take out. I'm assuming starting with the starter. There we go. Nice and simple. Just realised I missed a piece of pipe work there, so we'll take you out as well. And then we'll grab this starter out. Starter? Not a starter. Drive shaft. We'll grab the first of 3 drive shafts in this car. Out you come, one just there. We need to get that bit off there. And if we jump down underneath, I'll show you all this later. I've sort of hidden all of this so it all makes sense. You'll see, as I say, a little bit later on. So out you come there as well. And then obviously we need to get this other drive shaft out. 3 drive shafts in one build. This is dubious to say the least. Now, are we going to need to take this front section out to get the engine out? Probably not. I think that's all going to be separate, so it should be all right. So we'll give it a go, get the gearbox out, and see if we can pull the Voodoo engine out of here nice and simply first time around. Let's go and grab the engine crane. Let's get you and see what can happen. Are we going to be able to pull it out? Fingers crossed. We definitely got everything. That's what I like. Put the crane away. We will be keeping that engine because it did look like it was pretty complete. Obviously, we'll be upgrading a few parts and making sure it's all shiny and new. It doesn't look too bad and it does look all complete. Although, as I say, we'll be changing some parts to performance parts, maybe changing the engine covers, head covers, and things like that. You'll see it all a bit later on. But anyway, back to the car. Back in we go. If we jump into here, I'm going to click on the engine and not the pipes. Hopefully, it looks like everything is in here. I'm gonna check. You're going to see a lot of pipe work. I have removed all the pipes. I just want to make sure we've got everything. So all the piping is missing. That's fine. It does look like we've got everything else for the front, including all of the suspension. What about down the back? Obviously, apart from those drive shafts, it looks like we've got all of this as well. This is a custom suspension in TK Aftermarket, I believe, is where it comes from. We've used it because I've basically made everything fit and look better this way round. But again, it looks like it's all there, so we haven't got to worry about too much. So let's go back into normal mode. I wish I'd gone back up to the front before I did that, but there we go. Spinning all around. What have we got? We've got a coolant reservoir, we've got a power steering reservoir, and we've got our brake servo. No wishy-washy because you don't really need it. This is a track car, basically, is what I'm calling it anyway, even though we're not taking it around the track. It's a show car, track car. Not designed to be driven on the roads, not designed to be driven on the track. Yeah, I don't know. I've kind of lost myself on that one, but never mind. Let's crack on. We do have some liquids to drain, so we'll get on with doing that. As you know, right-click, additional tools, drain tool, then click on hold on the container, and it will drain the liquid out. Nice and as simple. I'm going to crack on, get the rest of these all drained, get all of this engine bay and suspension stuff all removed, and when we come back, it'll be time to work on the bodywork before taking it to the paint shop and checking out the beautiful livery for today. That's the engine and suspension all sorted, ready to go back in, sort of. A little bit of paintwork to go on them. But let's crack on with this body, start stripping it down and see what we've got. That was the whole front end like that. Out with that fender there. We do need this windshield door. Side skirts are a piece. Side skirts are a piece. Rear fender is fixed to the car. We've got no rear window. Rear clamshell, bumper, floaty license plate. We'll get you while we're there as well. Tail light out there. We've obviously got our fuel cell in the back there. Is kind of intermingled with a few bonus parts to make it all fit right. Round we go. Nothing there. We do need that fender off there. And I think that should be it for the exterior. Let's just get this interior out and then double check what we've got. I do like these seats. They will be staying in it. And we may be switching to our virtual mechanic steering wheel. We shall see. Now, is that everything off? That's not the screen I want. That's the screen I want, but everything is definitely not off because we're not down to bare frame and we still got 3% on there. So what are we missing? Engine cover. I see. Where are you hiding? engine cover. Wait. Oh, it's here. I see it. There we go. Out you come, you tiny little piece. Now that should be everything. Nothing showing up on there. 1%. And we're down to the bare frame. That is what I like. Frame's at 29%. And we bought it for 81,000 or just over. So what do we think for today? I'm going to say, I mean, I've done the unicorns a few times. I should know this roughly by now. I'm going to go 2,000 like the last video. 1,500. I wish I'd stuck with 1,500, but never mind. Let's get you all done. That'll be the frame all sorted. So now let's jump in. I've just bought all my bonus parts. And let's have a look at the bodywork. So it's fresh import goods. And it is the RTR unicorn. Now, there are loads of options for this. I say loads. There's not that many, in all honesty. That's the engine cover with a predetermined twin turbo setup. Ours is different, slightly, a lot more complex, and nowhere near as easy to do as that one is. I've made a lot of hard work for myself. Then this engine cover, I do love the bronze trumpets on it, and then the engine cover that we've got, which is just that tiny little sliver on the front of the frame. I don't know what you would call it. A few front bumper options. Obviously, that engine cover's what we'd be... Oh, sorry. Front clamshell is what we'll be using to make room for our turbos and stuff. Then you've got a few other options as you go down through. You've all seen it before. I'm not going to go too much into it. The bodywork for this car, the base of it, I'm going to just put it back together exactly as it came apart. So nothing too special on that one. But we do have some bonus parts to add to it. We will get a few of them on as we get this body back together. And then we'll get it into the paint shop ready for you to check out what I've created for this beast. I absolutely love it. I hope it has come out on camera as well as I hope it is. We shall see in just a moment, but I'm going to go repair the body panels I can repair, buy what I need to buy, and then let's get it back together. Let's get this bodywork and interior all back together then, ready for the paint booth. Let's just start with the fenders. I'm just going to put them on and go around because you've all seen all of this before. So let's just get it all in, making it look good, and hopefully looking nice. On we go. Engine cover at the front there. You need to do that before you whack on the front clamshell or the hood, as it were. Windshield in you go. Then we've also got our fenders, our door. No windows, only a front windshield on this one. It is what it is. And no rear window. I don't actually know why there's no rear window. I can't answer that one. It's not listed as empty in the config file. So to me, it just doesn't make that much sense. But anyway, let's get it all back together, including our blank license plate for the time being. On with the door. Then we've got the side skirt, and that should be everything bodywork-wise. Just got a couple of bonus parts to go in. So let's crack on and get the interior in. It is obviously the Porsche 964 seats, looking fantastic. We will be putting some colour on them a bit later to make them look better. And I've also gone for the virtual mechanics steering wheel A, although it does look a tad bit out of place because it looks like it's bolted to nothing. But we'll pretend that that bolt plate there is part of the actual... I forgot what that's called. Steering column. There we go. Words. That should be everything. Let's just double check it's all there. 100%, 100%, 100%. It definitely is. Now, there are a couple of bonus parts that I'm going to stick on now. If I could go into the right mode, that is. There we go. Obviously, up here, as we get it on, we've got our mirrors. What side are we on? We're on the left. The left side mirror there. And then we've got our right side mirror just here. You can obviously see there's a few extra parts that definitely aren't quite going on yet. Although I do need to figure out which one is my wing. It's probably this one down here, I reckon. On we go. There we go. That's the right one. The rest of this you'll all see a little bit later on. We've got lots of stuff going in here. Boot clamps, turbos, things like that. Oh, there is a couple more pieces I can put in the front of the lights here. We've got... There we go. Just a couple of little green lights to go in. If I can find them. There you are. Just to finish it all off. You've all seen a lot of stuff going on there. There's a few extra bits at the back that are to do with hiding some of the suspension. We'll see that later. These are parts of the wheels, although we're not using bonus wheels, just a part in there to make it look better. And the rest of this is the turbos, the boot clamps, the air filters, and I can't remember what sits up in the top center here. Oh, yeah, I do know. We'll figure that out a bit later on, but there we go. That's the body as it stands for our beautiful twin turbo RTR Mustang. It's looking fantastic, but let's get it into the paint shop and see what we're going to do with the beautiful paintwork. In the paint shop with this mean-looking Mustang. I do think this looks absolutely fantastic. I think the wing is probably a little bit too much, but I like it nonetheless. But anyway, let's get on and pick our colour and livery. I'm going to go into the colour. No, that's not the colour. The colour first. I've already got what I want in mind for this. It is around here. but we do want it in a metallic finish. There we go. Lovely looking green on there, but it is about to completely change. I say completely, you'll see. I've done a few liveries for this one. In the first slot, obviously I'm going backwards, so it's not really the first slot. We've just got the Ford Mustang version livery, triple stripes on the hood with the pony logo on there as well, and obviously a little Ford badge just up there. Dual ponies on the roof reflecting each other, a lovely little pony down the side, and obviously the Ford Mustang logo on there, mirrored on the other side. Looking very nice. I quite like that one. That's the first one. The second one is one with the sponsors. Obviously, we've got the Ford Mustang. It's all the same around here, except we've got Mustang logos going up the hood as well. And then obviously down the side, we've got the RTR, my logo, Car Mechanic Simulator, Red Dot Games, Moonshine Performance, MSPM, we all know that one, and then the Brumbo brake kits on there as well as sponsor logos mirrored on the other side. And then on the front we got a Ford RTR and a lovely white Mustang badge just to finish it off. Now that's not it. If we go another one, this is my absolute piece. You can see all the little glittery effects in there. Obviously, they're fixed. They're not really glittery, but I've made it look like a bit of a metal flake theme, or I don't know, layer on top of it. Took me ages to get this. I do think it looks really good. This is the same as the first livery, but obviously with this metal flake. And if I go across one more, we've got the sponsored one with the metal flake in it as well. I think we're going to go for the sponsored one with the metal flake. I just make sure I didn't make another one. Nope, that's the standard one. Back we go. That's the one we're going for. Beautiful metal flake on there. I think it looks fantastic. Please do let me know what you think of this livery in the comments below. We do also need a score out of 10 for the car, but I'd love to hear your opinions on this livery. Did I do a good job sort of making a metal flake effect? I tried my utmost to get this. I've tried it a few times and I've never been able to get it to work. This is the closest I could make it to work, and I do think it looks very good. This is already available to my channel members, liveries and configs. If you want access, hit that join button below for £2.99 a month and become a member of the VM Garage Club. Anyway, enough of that. That is the livery and finish we are going with. We got one more thing left to do, and I'm going to go in. I'm going to make all the bolts and the rims. We'll go with rims for the moment. That might change. I'm going to make this as close as I can to the same green, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave the brightness as it is, and we'll check it later. We'll see how close it is. If I need to adjust it, we will. But there we go. Let's get you painted. On you go. Should start looking absolutely... I love this livery. I really do. I think the metal flake is a bit hit and miss here and there. But overall, from a distance, I think it looks absolutely fantastic. But I do want your opinion. We've got some stuff to paint anyway. Mirrors are going to come off, as you can see, because they didn't get the metal flake, because they're not part of the livery, because they're bonus parts, along with the spoiler. So we'll be changing that. Maybe more carbon fibre, maybe a bit of steel black. We shall see how it works. The rest of the carbon fibres on here at the moment I like, so I'm going to leave them as they are, because Payne's done a fantastic job, obviously, just changing this and this. As far as the interior goes, I'm not sure what we're going to do with it yet. I'm going to have a play around, see what I like, obviously, because we're very silvery and white in here. So we're going to see what turns out nicely looking on it. But there we go. That's all the bodywork done. It is all painted. It's looking beautiful. I'm going to go paint the engine, suspension, the interior, and a few of the other little bits here and there. Try and make this one look absolutely fantastic. You'll see it again on the lifter. Everything will be finished, painted, and installed on the car. Most of the things will be installed on the car, apart from the wheels, and we'll take a look around and see how it looks before cracking on and getting this beautiful Mustang all finished off. That's everything painted and assembled. There's just a few bits missing from the car to finish it off. We'll get to them in just a second. I love this paintwork every time I see it. I think it looks so good. Sort of so good. I mean, I like the theory that it came behind it, not necessarily the application. I don't know. Does it look metal flake? Do you appreciate it as much as I do? Let me know in the comments below, along with giving this build a score out of 10 as well, so we can get this one added to the show car board. But anyway, let's start with some bonus parts in... We're not going to start with some bonus parts in the engine bay. I'm going to start with 2 bonus parts underneath first, because this is one of the bits I like the most. If we look under here, you can see that we've got our main drive shaft clips into there absolutely fine. Our rear drive axles do not connect. That's my own fault for how I had that set up. And we've got this third drive shaft that sort of clips all the way through. Once it's in there, it can't be seen. So I added some bonus parts down here to try and hide this a little bit more. Nice and simple, just 2 consoles painted in a matte black. One on there, so it looks like it's accepting this this drive shaft and this drive shaft, and one just further down the back here so that the 2 drive axles actually go into something, just to make that all look a little bit better, in my opinion. If we stand up as well, you can see where that one connects into there. And obviously I know that one is just a shaft going in, but I could not make that one that short and still look reasonable. So there we go. That's what we've done at the back. Let's get you back down onto the ground. As you can see, I have left the bonnet, hood, whatever you want to call it, off so that we can add some of our bonus parts and you can see them as they go in. All the pipework is in this beautiful chrome. We've got our intercoolers in the green. We've got obviously the engine in a steel black, aluminium, lovely bits of green on there as well, plus some chrome and lots of carbon fiber going on around there as well. Looking very, very nice. But let's come out of there and let's see if we can get some of these bonus parts installed in the correct place. Would be nice. A nice easy one to start with is this one just up here, is the not my third boot clamp, is just a boot clamp bonus part. And then on top of them, these 2 here are just our little TIAL blow-off valves. I did just use both blow-off valves instead of the blow-off valve and the other one that goes with it. I just thought it looked better. I know realistically it's not how it should be, but it looks better. Then we come over to, we're going to stay on this side. So the front one is the filter. The side one on both sides is the actual turbo. So we'll plop you on there and come over to this side. The side one is the turbo on there, and then on front of them we can get our high flow filters. On you go, and on you go there. Now the rest of these you can see at the front here, not these ones lower down, but the rest of these at the front here are all my third boot clamp from Barker. On you go there. And then this one down here is connecting it into the small intercooler. This one down here is technically the outpipe of the 2 small intercoolers that are effectively joined together. The ins are on the outside and then the out is on the inside. That was weird to say. On we go. Another one on there and then another one just on here connecting it all up. And there we go. Let's go into photo mode just so we can get a slightly better view. Lots of click in there. Focus on in, and if we go in, you can see comes out of the turbo there, whizzes all the way around, down here, up here, and then into our small intercooler. And as you can see, the middle has been merged together to try and make one exit on there that goes up and out, obviously, into the throttle. And then on the other side here, it comes out from this turbo, down it. Oh, that's not the out. There's the out. Where's the out? It's hiding. It's this side, sorry. Out from that turbo, comes down and across here, whizzes up over the framework, wraps around that internal pipe there, and then dips down into that intercooler just there. They both come off of the exhaust from the back, looking fantastic up into the turbos, both in roughly the same place. Obviously, different routes followed. That is the front end. Well, almost. I've just got one piece left to go on, and that is the tips. On we go with our little chromed up pipes. Looking fantastic on there. Come out of that. Thank you very much. And now we can get the hood on at the front. On you go. And there we go. I think that looks absolutely fantastic. The green on there with the chrome coming out and all the carbon fiber. Obviously, we've got lots of carbon fiber going on at the front as well. Looking really nice. We did change the grille. I did black out the grille, but kept, obviously, the main part of the badge. Obviously, we just got a dark horse on there to go with the rest of our dark horses dotted around. The mirrors, I couldn't do carbon fiber, so I just did a straight up a matte black on there. Same for the spoiler. I couldn't get these bits to go carbon fiber. We've still got the main carbon, but the outsides are just in a steel black, or a matte black, sorry. And then onto the interior, a little bit of green on the steering wheel, and then some green and carbon fiber on the seats there. I think they look pretty good, and obviously, because there's no windows, just going straight in, I think it looks really good. Now, the wheels are all that's left to go, so let's just jump on and get these straight in. They are the rim at 1A. I've got to make sure I get these the right way around. The fronts are an 18-inch rim with a 295 width, a 30 profile, an ET of 180, bringing it all the way out. Look how stretched out that is to make it fit in line with the bodywork there. Looking absolutely fantastic. Let's just quickly get all of these on, then we can nip around and get the bonus parts. The rear wheels are very similar size. They're a 20-inch, so 2 inches bigger, but still 295 width with a 30 profile, but ET of 90 needed at the rear to make that all fit in. On you go there, and let's just nip around and get the other sides in, and then we can get the last few bonus parts on and get these all finished off. By the way, these aren't two-tone. They are two-tone, but I've only used the body-coloured green, and I didn't use any quality of life mods to change that. That's just a natural way you could do that rim if you want to, even on a console. There we go, I believe. Anyway, it's been a long time since I've had regular painting. So that's all the rims on. We've just got some bonus parts left to go. So if we go not into that mode or into that mode, what is happening? I want to go into that mode and into that mode. There we go. We've just got on here beadlock rings, or billet beadlock rings. Obviously finished in a beautiful carbon fiber with that body match green on there as well. All of these to go on, and then that is this car beautifully finished off. And you do need to let me know what you think. Give me a score out of 10 for this one. I think it's absolutely fantastic. We're gonna get back into normal mode, get this back down on the ground, get it outside in the sun, do a quick walk around, get it started up, get this beast dynoed, and then we can move on to the next one. Oh, I've already got my rear plate on there. Virtual Mechanic Twin Turbo RTR. This beast is finished and ready to go. I love it. Do give me a score out of 10, but let's get this one outside in the sun. Here we are then, all finished with the Ford Mustang Twin Turbo RTR edition. Looking absolutely fantastic, and I can't say it enough. I love this livery. If you want access to this one, hit the join button below and become a member of the VM Garage Club, where I share all my configs and liveries for you guys to enjoy in your game too, as well as a lovely Discord where we can chat, showcase some of our builds, along with showcase some stuff from some other games if you really want to. It's all a bit of fun. Get a little badge next to your name, and I will always respond to your comments for £2.99 a month. And sometimes I do my videos a day early. It's a new thing I'm trying. I don't want to announce it too much in case I fall back on it, because it is sometimes quite hard to keep up. But I will try and do the videos a day early for my channel members. So there we go. What do you think of this beautiful Mustang? I really do love this one. It is beautiful. I mean, obviously, I always liked the RTR Mustang anyway, and now I've got my own twin turbo version. Let's jump in underneath, though, because we did see some of it earlier, but I sort of glossed over it getting the bonus parts on. The engine looks fantastic. I love all the green bolts in it, and they do sort of closely match, if I put my mouse up here, the green on the rest of it, so it's not too shabby on there. I quite like it. All the pipework is fantastic. On the underside, the suspension, we got brushed aluminium, green bushings, and a lot of steel black on there, just sort of hiding it all, but still making it stand out. A little bit of carbon fiber on the shocks, both for the front and the rear. If we jump down here, this rear trailing arm is obviously in a bit of the green. It's not quite force colored because I wanted this knuckle piece in aluminium, and that is all one piece on there. But lots of other carbon fiber splashes, all looking very, very nice. Even got the Ford badge on the battery. I like it. I hope you do too. But anyway, let's jump inside and see what this little beast sounds like with that Coyote engine. Coyote? Voodoo engine. Something flickering up there. I get a lot of flickerage going on recently. But anyway, let's get this one started. Oh, I love that tick over. Nice and grumbly and mean sounding. I'd only wish we could get the turbo sounds when we add the turbos. But never mind. Give it some gas. Oh, that is sounding mean at the top end. Very, very mean indeed. I am liking that. But that's enough of that. Let's get this beast onto the dyno, see what its horsepower is and what its drag rating would be. In the previous video, the bonus part rims didn't spin, and now the billet beadlocks don't spin either. I love it. 793 factory horsepower from this Voodoo engine in our RTR twin turbo Mustang. How much have we improved it by? If it ever gets there, 908 additional horsepower, a whole lot more than a brand new engine on top of that. 115% gained. That is fantastic. I'm loving that one, bringing us up to 1,701 horsepower and a drag rating of A, 999. Not that we are drag racing this one, at least not today. We'd like to do the occasional trip back with our top 5 and see what they race like. We'll see if we come there with this one. It's all up to you whether you get it in the top 5 or not, with a score out of 10 in the comments. But anyway, let's have a look. I've not got much of a gearbox tune. I haven't adjusted any of that, but we do have a fully tuned Stage 3 ECU. And if you want to learn how to easily do that, there is a link in the top right-hand corner. It's also linked in the description below, along with a link to the carburetor tuning in the description below as well. But there we go. As I said, I haven't done anything to the gearbox. When we come to race it, if it makes it to the top 5 and it comes to being raced at some point, that's when I'll do a gearbox tune for it, and I will let you all know what I've changed. But there we go. That's it for the beautiful Ford Mustang. I do love this car. It's absolutely fantastic. Let's get it back outside, see if we could make some money and what we spent on this beautiful little car, and then see what we've got coming up next. A pinch over 1700 horsepower is fantastic from this beautiful, beautiful Mustang. Absolutely loving that. 115% power gained. But how much did it cost us to get there? We bought the car for $81,355. And if we sold it there and then, we would have lost $9,859. But we didn't do that. We spent a further $19,958 upgrading the engine bay and all the suspension, including all the exhausts and stuff like that. That's a lot of money, almost 20 grand on that. The actual engine itself and topping up the liquids cost us $22,866, and we only bought additional upgraded parts and repaired the rest, so that's quite a lot. The bodywork, interior and frame, not including bonus parts, was $11,111, all of the ones in that one. Our beautiful wheels and tyres cost us $5,581, and the bonus parts was $11,667. Our one private plate or custom plate at the back was $850, and the painting and finishing cost $22,531, bringing us up to a whopping total of $175,919. Will we be able to make some profit from this beautiful Mustang? Let's find out. Enough of the B-roll. Let's see what we've got. I really do love this Mustang. But anyway, enough of that. $175,919 is what we spent. Is there some money to make from this beautiful Mustang? There she is, all 100% complete, and a drag rating of A at 999 from that Voodoo engine pumping out 1,701 horsepower with 115% tuning. But is there some money to make? 175,919. And with a sale of 246,770 would leave us with a profit of 70,851. That is a lot of profit from a very beautiful Mustang. Not that we are selling this one. I'm hoping it's going to end up in the top 5, parked out the front for me to enjoy forevermore and for you to enjoy wherever we're out the side here. But there we go. Don't forget to give it a score out of 10 in the comments and click the join button below if you want access yourself to this beautiful config and livery. There we go. What have we got coming up next, though? It's on the trailer. This is another one from B. De Silva Carvalho, and it is the FMW Oracle XS, otherwise known as the car from Grand Theft Auto, the Mafia car from Grand Theft Auto, I believe this one is. Beautiful looking car in game, was one of my favourites in Grand Theft Auto 3, I believe. Grand Theft Auto, I want to say 3, I think it was the first one in Liberty City. I loved the Oracle in that game. But anyway, the engine in this one is a V8 double overhead cam AXK engine with a few swap options. So if you want it swapped out to something else, let me know in the comments. And would you like this one around the racetrack or down the drag strip? Because we are going to get back to that now. I've done a couple of show car builds for you guys to enjoy. Now it's back to either the racetrack or the drag strip. Whichever you would like, let me know in the comments along with an engine swap. We'll talk about whether we got a good deal for this one or not in the next episode, but this is what we're going to be working on. It should be a lot of fun. I hope you guys are going to enjoy it. I know I certainly will. So make sure to join us back here on Thursday for the beautiful FMW Oracle from Grand Theft Auto. No idea why, but it's going to be cool nonetheless. What did you think of our beautiful twin-turbo RTR Mustang today? Give me a score out of 10 in the comments, or just let me know what you think. But I will badger you for a score out of 10 in the comments if you comment without leaving a score. please leave a score just so we can get it added to the show cardboard, see if we can make it into the top 5. Thank you very much to everybody for watching. I hope you did enjoy it. Leave a like if you did, subscribe if you haven't already, and click the notification bell so you never miss out on a coming up video from me, on a upcoming video from me, on a new video from me. And if you really want to support me, click that join button below and become a member of the VM Garage Club. You will get access to that Mustang config and the deliveries, all of them that I showcased in the video will be available to you. Like these guys, my channel members, thank you all so much. I appreciate every single one of you. I very much appreciate you all sticking around while I've been away, but I'm back now full-time. Full-time, maybe a bit of a stretch. 2 videos a week, but we'll see where that goes. Thank you all so much for watching. Have a wonderful day, whatever it is you're getting up to. And as always, I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.
Like and subscribe for Virtual Mechanic.